Okay, how you doing? We're back with today's Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we're looking at the Swiss Family Robinson, the 1960s version. That's what we picked yesterday, and well, it turns out I don't think I've ever actually watched this. I know that's a crime in many circles, especially Disney circles. If I did see it, I was really, really young, and I just, it was just one more movie that a kid watched. Uh, I don't recall seeing this because a lot of it. I mean, I knew the concept of it. I knew what it was all about. I knew the premise of the movie. Family crash lands on an island. It's something like it's during the time of Napoleon Bonaparte. They're trying to escape the Napoleonic Wars and God knows what else, but they're Swiss, so, but of course they speak great English. There's not a Swiss accent among them. It's a father and a mother and three sons, and apparently everybody on the ship they were on, the captain and the crew, all abandoned ship, and they're left to fend for themselves. And the movie starts right in the middle of it, which is really interesting because we get to most movies I don't think really start right in the heat of the action, at least from this era anyway. It moves right into the action, crashes their boat on a rocky shore, and they slowly make their way to land. Not slowly, but they make their way to land, and they get their supplies, and there's tons of animals on the boat as well. I figured they'd use them almost immediately for food, but they put them to work for the most part. Um, it is kind of strange. One of the strangest things about this movie is the animals and how the smallest boy, who's probably like 8 or 9 or something like that. I don't know ages very well. He is very excitable, and starts to enslave all the animals he runs across, and claims that he owns them. A baby elephant. Never mind the baby elephant. The elephant might have a mother somewhere, or a pack of other elephants somewhere. But he's in the jungle, and I'm not even going to try to describe where this is supposed to be happening, but they have a plethora of animals to choose from: ostriches, zebras, tigers, just about lizards and giant boa constrictors and everything else, all in one place. And they're heading to New Guinea. I didn't bother, mapping all this whole thing out. Where I suppose they crash landed, but yeah, it's interesting. They've got a lot of animals to mess with, and they do mess with a lot of animals. And speaking of which, not just the characters themselves, but the people who made the movie. There's a scene where 2 dogs fight a tiger. Like, this is not CGI. This is not special effects. It is literally 2 dogs. Like, I don't even know what kind they are. They're just big dogs. I can't remember what they are, but they're big dogs, and they're just fighting a tiger. Normally in nature, I think 1 or 2 of them would end up dead. Somebody would end up dead, but apparently none of the animals die or get injured. Even when pirates come to attack, to hunt down the family or find the family, they're pirates, and they're going to take whatever they can. And even when the pirates come to attack them, they defend themselves. Even the pirates don't even die, and they throw everything they have at them, bows and like arrows, flaming like arrows and bombs and coconut bombs, which the child is really, the smallest one is really enamored with. Yeah, there's all sorts of crazy stuff. Nobody really actually dies in this thing, so I'm sorry to spoil that and take that off the plate, but yeah, it's a very upbeat, very happy movie. It's a very family-friendly movie. If you don't know what this is, Swiss Family Robinson, then you might get a kick out of this. It's very much of its time, and it's very Disney. It's very neat. The feminism, which it lacks entirely, for the most part, for pretty much pretty much it's non-existent. Yeah, doesn't age well. Does not age well. I don't want to spoil anything, so most of you know what I'm talking about if you've ever watched this before. Those of you who have not, I'm not going to ruin it for you. So it's a fun watch, but yeah, it may not be for everybody. But hey, it's very family friendly. Bring the kids. Of course, mostly everything on Disney Plus for the most part is very family friendly. So I'm not giving you any surprises right there. So we're going to check out tomorrow's selection. So let's see what we got. Don't look at my password. Here we are. All right. Yesterday's number is 536. And we're going to pick tomorrow's number, 592. So we're still staying in that ST area. ST 592. 592. All right. We're not moving far from it. Well, we're in the section. Or are we going to move past that? 592. 592 is the alphabetically title. 592, The Wizards Return, Alex versus Alex. It's a movie. Okay. I must be really getting tired because 592 is not this. I looked at 692. 692 is The Wizards Return, Alex versus Alex. That's something else. So let's scratch that. That's 692. I am super tired. 592, like I picked, as we saw earlier, 592 is the Evermore Chronicles. The Evermore Chronicles, which is a series, which yeah, we're not going to look at. We're not going to look it up here, but it's the Evermore Chronicles. So sorry. 592 is the selection I made, and that is, just to show you, the Evermore Chronicles. 592 in the green, in the orange there. That's a series. The Evermore Chronicles. All right, sorry about that. Sorry about the confusion. Okay, we'll get back to this. I'm sure we'll get this sometime soon, in the next 3 years. I did the math. Yeah, it's going to take about 3 years to get through all this. Good thing my membership goes at least 3 years. So, all right. See you then. Bye. Okay. I just did a search, as I normally do after I get one of these mysterious movies or shows that I don't recognize. The Evermore Chronicles cannot be found. It's not here. So 592 is going to have to hold off. We're going to have to pick another number. So here we go. I'm going to do this quick. 592 cannot be found. See that? I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. Here we go. 592 was the number. Let's generate and get a 156. A very low number. 156. Down at the bottom. 156. 156. Oh my god. I didn't plan this. Seriously. I did not plan this. I've been wanting to actually watch this for a little while now. I might have already seen this in the past, but I don't recall it. But being who I am, I should have seen this by now. I know I said no Star Wars, and none of the Skywalker saga films. But what we got here is Empire of Dreams, the story of the Star Wars trilogy, or what does it say? Star Wars trilogy, yes. 156. I can do that. I need a reason to fit that into my schedule, and now you can watch it with me. Finally, I think we picked it because I know this is on there. I've seen it. It's on my to watch list. So here we go. For real this time. Tomorrow is Empire of Dreams, the story of the Star Wars trilogy. Watch it with me. It's a documentary out there made for all the Star Wars lovers. So, see you then. For real this time.